So as the video suggests, Wizards of the Coast didn't check their privilege. Technically this isn't Wizards of the Coast, it's Hasbro, but Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast, so by extension, I consider them to be one and the same when it comes to these sorts of things. Apparently, a 6-year-old girl is rather upset about the fact that Guess Who is not a fair game. By the very nature of it, there's going to be certain leanings towards either if you're a guy or a girl, etc. You know, as much as they like to claim that it's completely fair given the facial expressions and other characteristics, and it's a guessing game, no, it doesn't work that way in real life. So, you know, as one of the commenters in the comment section said, is your character black? Yeah, you win. You know, it's that kind of thing. So, you know, I'm glad that the 6-year-old girl is busting their chops about it. And it's good to see that out of everything, it's a fucking 6-year-old girl that's making them sweat bullets. Because, you know, I just got done not too long ago making that video about how some guy made an a joke about, you know, Magic the Gathering players, where I don't even remember what was said exactly, but he goes, I thought black people play Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's kind of true, I do see a lot of black people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But the point is that it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Clearly this guy likes Magic the Gathering, that's why he, you know, liked it on Twitter or whatever. He was just making a joke. You don't have to appreciate the joke. It's not your priority to laugh at the joke. Just that's what it is. And, you know, so, but that wasn't enough to just not like the joke. To even just be offended by the joke. Because usually that will kill the mood right there. If you just say, that was a shitty joke, most people will feel bad enough not to say the joke. But, no, that, of course that's not enough in Western society. So, then some guy, and mind you, this is the free market capitalism, where everybody is free to do what they want. This communist Jim Prophet wants to take away your rights, but meanwhile, you just say an off-color joke, and then somebody comes in twisting their nipples about how, oh, you need to be investigated against by the DCI and have your Magic the Gathering tournament card taken away from you. And then some twat comes behind him and says, you're right, he should be investigated, and he will be investigated, because we're a corporation, but we're going to act like we're the fucking government and police people. You know, I'm going to say this outright. FBI, CIA, shit like that. Get your fucking act together and investigate these corporations, or I will do it for you. I will get on a bus and shoot people. Get your fucking shit together and start investigating these motherfuckers. I'm tired of them taking the law into their own hands, and if they can do it, I can do it. And you're not going to like it when I do it, cause it'll get bloody. So fucking work. Do your job, take this shit out of the system, and only the state makes the laws. Only the state makes the rule of law. Only the state gets to tell us what to do. I don't want to be fucking told there is a regulation, there is a priority, there is a terms of service. There is no terms of service. There is the state. There is only the state. Anything outside of the state is terrorism. And if I see you committing terrorism, I will fucking kill you. I will murder your family. I will murder your dog. I don't fucking care. You're a fucking animal. It's just that simple. I don't think people are getting that. So that's why I gotta yell. That's why I gotta tell you like that. You know, because then people are gonna say, oh, Jim Prophet is so offensive. He's so violent. No, I'm not offensive. I'm not violent. You don't know what those things mean. You don't know what it's like to get up every fucking day and have to think about, oh gee, I hope my day isn't ruined by some corporate asshole who thinks he's the fucking law when he isn't. So I am super glad that out of everything, a 6-year-old girl manages to make these people's lives a living hell. Manages to make these corporations sweat balls and fucking just, not know what to do with themselves and be torn in twain because a 6-year-old was offended by a goddamn board game because there's not an equal amount of women to men cards and guess fucking who. Now, mind you, it seems like a petty issue in and of itself. And it is a petty issue in and of itself. But it's the principle behind it. And the girl makes a good point. If you're going to preach tolerance and liberalism, then act like it. Fucking act like it and put an equal number of men and women on the board. Put an equal number of blacks and Hispanics and Jews and Muslims, blah, blah, blah. You can't do that? Then you have no fucking leg to stand on when a guy makes an off-color comment on your Twitter page. You have no leg to stand on telling him that he does not have a right to play Magic the Gathering at his local game shops or whatever when he pays good fucking money to you to play Magic the Gathering and you're gonna do that shit. You have no room to talk. You have no authority. And yet you goddamn do it anyway. Because you're a goddamn terrorist. You are worse than anything that the Western society is slaughtering in the millions right now. They are killing people. They are killing people in the thousands for far less than this. They're doing it for oil. They're doing it for money. They are doing it for leverage. They're doing it for just political bantering. They're doing it just because you scratch my back, Israel, I'll scratch yours. Whatever. I don't care. But the fact is, they are killing people in droves for far less than this shit. We're allowing this shit to continue. We go our daily lives working and slaving and toiling. And we bother to pay out of pocket the hard work we make, the hard money we make. And we pay them 1, 2, 3, 4 for some fucking Magic cards. And then they're gonna do that shit. That's what people don't get. They think I'm just mad because, I got banned from some places. No, you stupid asshole. It's about the fact that I work. We understand that. Let's all just assert that. I work. Then, I come home, and I decide I'm gonna spend that money I earned via work. Not nice work, mind you. It's very hard work, very strenuous work. I have to deal with a lot of shit. And at the end of the day, I only have this little slither of money to work with. I'm going to ration this little slither of money to go play Magic. And not me personally, because Magic is fucking stupid, and it's a waste of money. But for the sake of argument, let's just assume. So, I go to the game shop, and I pay my money for Magic cards. So now I have Magic cards. Now I'm going to play in a Magic tournament. Wait, there's a problem. Because of my attitude or something I said, I'm not allowed to play Magic tournaments. But my money is still good to you. Oh, you sure like that Magic money, don't you, Wizards of the Coast? But all of a sudden I'm not good enough to play in your tournaments? Fuck you. Someone needs to set a bomb underneath Wizards of the Coast building and blow it up. Someone needs to blow it up with all the people inside. Because fuck them. Fuck anyone that would tell you that your money is good enough, but you aren't. You are not good enough to actually mingle in society, but you still gotta work. You still gotta pay for shit. You still gotta do fucking everything. Yeah, I think that's about time to get violent. Because at that point, you're not a human being anymore. You're a nigger. And when you're a nigger, you are not responsible for anything you do. So, that's all I have to say.